Welcome to the Initial Boost training preparation for AutoVital SmartFlow. This training will prepare you for implementing the process change in your shop. Building a sound foundation is the key to your success. My name is Bill Connor, and I'll be your trainer for this session. This training will require you to use a live Today's Vehicle page, one of your technician's tablet, and you'll be creating a test repair order in your shop's management system. Using the pause and play buttons as you follow along will keep you on track following along with this training session. To begin, create the following vehicle in your shop management system. The test vehicle customer's name will be Blue Steel. Add your own cell phone number. Use the VIN number provided, just like it's shown here on the screen. Create a labor line for your courtesy inspection. You can add an additional labor line for your test vehicle if you like. Do not assign a technician. The vehicle should be unassigned for any technician in your shop management system. Note, please keep the vehicle tile in the waiting for inspect workflow step. The work order will appear shortly in SmartFlow. We will verify this a little bit later in the training. During the live webinar, we'll use this vehicle work order as part of the training. When you attend the live session later, you will need your tablet, the Today's Vehicle page open on the technician view, and your shop management system available. Before you finish the Initial Boost training, you will understand the following: how a work order created in your management system shows up on the technician and workflow views, the importance of these two views to manage your labor inventory and efficiently route vehicles through your normal workflow steps of your shop, how to perform an inspection. In fact, you will create a mock inspection using the tools you will need to have available during the live training. You will learn some of the key concepts for tech buy-in in this process, and we'll do this by showing you ways to get your shop to work together as a team. We'll cover the basic ways to edit photo and ways that will educate your customers about their vehicles, along with some key concepts for effective note-taking. After the inspections are properly prepared, we'll cover how to get the results in the customer's hands at the proper time in the approval cycle. You'll be in control of the message and the time it is received by the customer. Internal communication between the techs and service advisors will free time for other important tasks. We'll cover how to measure your success going along from the paper world to the fully digital shop. By now, you should have created this test vehicle in your shop management system. If not, pause here until you have created this vehicle and completed this important step. Please make sure the work order is not an estimate or appointment, but is in a work order state of your management system. To continue, you'll need to have the browser opened on your computer and logged into SmartFlow. Chrome is the preferred browser you should be using. If you're not signed in, enter shop.autovitals.com in the URL bar and tap the enter key. Left click on the login button. Enter the fail-safe email address you were given during the initial introduction call. Enter the client code you were given on the intro call or received in your welcome email. Left click on the login button. You should see a page like in this example. You will see today's vehicles on the left side of the screen and in the menu bar. For now, left click on the one here. You'll get a pop-up message asking you to log in one more time. After you've completed that, you will now see the workflow view. Next, look for the three black bars on the top left called the hamburger menu and left click on it. Mouse down to Tech View and left click on it. Your view should now look very similar to this one. The technician view is where you'll spend a lot of your time making the maximize of your labor inventory. The best practice is to have a note tech column on the left. Choose one production technician in the drop-down for each of your technical staff. You'll make your choices using the drop-down box in each column. On the No Tech column, count the number of techs you want active and add 1 for the No Tech. Change the column count and set up your production staff as you like. Left-click on the blue icon, enter Technician View in the box for the new name. Press OK. Please make sure to pause here until you have this task completed. You can learn more about creating and saving today's vehicle page presets using the training video in the Academy, and we'll cover more on that later. You should now have 2 tabs open in your browser. You can quickly switch back and forth between them without having to wait on page reloads. Click it a few times and stop clicking on the workflow view. Change the column count to 7. Using the drop-down list, please follow along. For this training, starting on the left, number 1 is today's appointments. Next, waiting for drop-off. Moving along, waiting for inspection. Creating estimate. Waiting for approval. Waiting for work finished. And waiting for pickup. These will be the steps that we use for this training. Left-click on the blue Save icon. In New Name, enter Workflow Standard. Left-click on Save. Pause here until you have this created to make sure that you can follow along. Left-click on the hammer menu, 3 black bars on the top left. Scroll down to Settings, left-click. Look for and left-click on Inspection in the left menu. In the tabs above, left-click on Customer Messages. This area is where you configure workflow notification messages. Left-click on Enable Editing. You can now change these settings. For now, make sure you have the boxes on Waiting for Approval both checked. The one on the left enables the message to be sent. The one on the right enables the inspection results to be sent automatically when this workflow step is chosen. In the Waiting for Pickup, please make sure you check the mark is set on the left-hand box to send the completed message. In this case, we don't need the one on the right check because we don't need to send the inspection results at this workflow step. Make sure there's a check mark in the box for sending workflow step messages enabled. Left-click on Submit Changes. Locate and left-click on the Shop Management tab. Scroll down the page. Locate and left-click on Configure Special Markers for TVP tiles and inspection jobs. We want to set some of the most commonly used smart markers to the first choice group. For now, we will be just setting a few of these powerful tools. Left-click on Predefined. Go down the list until you see Waiter Countdown. Left-click on Edit. Click the box for Show Marker also in the first choice group. Left-click OK. Scroll down and find Alert Tech. Left-click on Edit. Check the box to add it to the first choice group. Left-click OK. Scroll down and locate Parts to be delivered in Countdown and perform the same task. Left-click on Close. There is much more training available on configuring and using these markers, but that is all we'll need for the training at this current time. Please close the tab on your browser, left-click on the X. Left-click on the browser tab you have for Technician View. Now it's time to identify some of the things used for quick visuals. The first thing I want to point out is hover over function with your mouse. In your header area view screen, you'll see a series of numbers. Hover your mouse over the one on the left. You will see a message appears describing what the number means. Total number of hours available today. This is the approved hour for the service advisors need today to fuel the production staff. Hover over the second number. Total billed hours today. This is the work order hours approved by the customer and ready to complete today. Hovering over the third number will show that this is the amount of completed hours for today so far. All these numbers at the top are the combined scoring of the total shop for today. This number is dynamic, and any changes in approvals or completions are automatically updated. Hover over the numbers at the top of your technician column, and you will see similar information. It is for the technician for that column only. These are updated as changes are made as they occur. This is a great visual to begin understanding your labor inventory and balancing your workload in your shop. On the lower edge of each of these tiles, you will see a workflow step. The work order is in as it progresses through your shop. Please pick out a work order tile and follow along. Always keep in mind, mouse over hover function is your friend as you're learning. I'm going to use the work order tile for the 2013 Lexus. On the lower edge of the tile, you will see a workflow step that the work order is in. This is important as the workflow step creating estimate, waiting for approval, and ready for pickup have special purposes. Creating estimate is an example where prevent labor operations added to the work order in the shop management system from appearing on the technician's tablet. We do not want them to think work is approved too early, starting working on things not yet approved. Waiting for approval is a lockstep like creating estimate with the added ability to send a message plus the completed inspection results to the customer. Sending the inspection results automatically will move to the workflow step, waiting for approval. If you tab over to the workflow view, this shows the workflow steps in the header area. On the lower edge of the tile, it shows the technician or multiple technicians in the case of split repair orders. Tab back over to the technician view. Hover over the wrench icon. It will say View Repair Order Details and Service Histories. Left-click on it. When on the Work Order tab, you'll see all the details from the shop management system have been pushed over to AutoVitals. You will see the labor lines, the parts added to perform the service, including quantities approved by the customer. You will see the approved build hour time for each operation. Left-click on Service History and OEM Recs tab. On the left side, you will see the vehicle service history. When prior inspection is complete, you will see the links for quick access. Note, the work order history and prior inspection links are available on the technician tablet. In cases where there was internal communications for the service visit, you can access it by left-clicking on the button. These notes and chats will be by service visit, and you can decide to view notes, chats, or both. These notes can be very important for occasional times when things go wrong. Date and time stamps on them are great documentation. I will left-click on Close. On the right side, you will see CRM Now. These are pending or declined work operations. This is a quick way to make sure things from prior visits don't get overlooked. Depending on your shop settings, you may see recommendations from your shop management system or point of sale. Inspection results for operations of failed or future services that have not been detected on work orders. If you know a job is performed, check the box to remove it from the list quickly. Left-click on OEM Recs. If the vehicle had indicator-based service message on the instrument cluster, they would be listed here. An example would be A, B, C type services. In this case, I'll left-click on time-based mileage. The maintenance required light is on. The service advisor can make selections from this box. When I left-click on time odometer base, there's lots more choices here. Note, this information is available on the technician's tablet too. After a condition-based inspection is performed, OEM recommendations can be used to make sure nothing is missed at the current service interval. More importantly, when the technician or service advisor make choices to further support the inspection findings, these choices for OEM recommendations appear in their own area at the footer of the inspection results sent to the customer. Left-click on TSB and Recall tab. If the technician or advisor have verified open recalls for this vehicle or technical service bulletins that are related to this service visit, check the box. Note, recall and service bulletin information is available on the technician's tablet also. Only check off the ones that apply. The items checked off will be displayed in their own area at the footer of the inspection results sent to the customer. This is great supporting information and a way to show the customer we are on top of all of their vehicle service needs. Left-click on CRM Next. This is the area we can begin creating our customers for life. You will learn more about this in retention training. We will touch on this more during our live training session. It is safe to say that any vehicle that leaves your shop today will need future service, and this will be a tool that you will use to get that business. Left-click on the Close button. The promise time in most cases is originally set from your shop management system. Promise time functions are used to make sure the customer expectations are met. When the time gets close to the promise time, you will see a yellow triangle appear. Hover over the icon for details. In this case, it's way past time. After you call the customer and give an update, left-click on the link, adjust the time to the next event, and left-click to apply. Using this tool, the advisor will be proactive rather than reactive. If you are using these tools and you see an icon appear, get an update. Make the contact with the customer before the customer contacts you. The goal is no yellow triangles on the board or customer expectations are not being managed. Note, after the promised time, day and time is originally set by the shop management system, it can be adjusted as needed by the service advisor on the Today's Vehicle page. The promised time is visible on the technician's tablet on the active screen on the work order tile also. The advisor can use this timer to manage whatever the next event is that they need to use it for. On the work order tile, hover your mouse over the upper number. The upper number is the approved hours for this technician assigned to the column for this repair order. Hover over the lower number. This is the number of hours completed so far on this repair order. Using these numbers is a great way for the tech and service advisor to begin working together as a team. An example would be if the upper number was 10, the tech is marking the jobs completed as they are finished on his tablet. When the tech gets close to completion showing 9.5 hours complete, the advisor makes sure the next repair order is ready to work on with no delays. Changes to these and other data appear automatically just by using the tablet properly. On the top left of the tile, you'll see a car icon. In this case, it's green. Sometimes it'll be red and flashing. When it's red and flashing, this means the complete identification could not be done based only on the vehicle identification number. A left click on the icon will open a pop-up and the advisor can complete the choices. Note, this is also available on the technician's tablet. They're looking at the vehicle in a much better place to see the vehicle information such as DX, LX, and whether it has navigation or other choices. Encourage the techs when they see the red bar on their tablet to make these choices. I will close this box with no changes for now. On the right side, hover over the black circle with the number count. This count is the total number of jobs open on the repair order for all technicians. If you split work orders up among multiple technicians, it's important to look and make sure that the green check mark before you call the customer and tell them the vehicle is complete. Hover over the red circle with the number count. This is the number of jobs still open for the technician assigned to this column only. You'll see later when all the jobs are complete for the technician on their own column, this will turn into a big green check mark. The tile will dim, and again, there'll be a big green check mark right in the center. On the 2001 Jeep James is finished with all these, you will see the tile dim. The big green check mark, a small check mark on the left side showing James has completed all his operation. If you call the customer, you have a problem. See the black circle with the number count? Hover over, says you still have 3 open operations assigned to a different technician. In SmartFlow, on the work order tile, you will see 3 areas with a circle with a plus sign. These are for configuring and turning off smart markers. Left click on one of them. Left click on the circle by the number 1. Move down and left click on Waiter. Left click on Waiter link to configure the marker. The customer is told that the vehicle will be done in 60 minutes. Left click on number 2. Check off Parts to be delivered in. Left click the link to configure. Enter 15 minutes. Left click on number 3. Check Alert Technician. Left click on the link to configure the message. Enter Do not roll down the left front window. It falls off the track and we'll have to get it back up several times in the past at no charge to the customer. Now, to make sure we don't have this problem reoccur, check the box on the tech alert and this message will appear each visit until the customer opens their wallet for repair. Left click on Apply. You now have a great visual in the office. The tech will get alert messages and see markers on the tablet too. The countdown timers will count down and begin flashing when the time has arrived. You should see the time start changing already. Left click on any marker. Click on the waiter. Remove the check mark. Click on Parts to be delivered in. Remove the check mark. If you're tired of doing free work, leave the technician work alone and left click Apply. There is more training on using special markers, but this is what all we'll need to understand currently. Just to the left of the customer name, hover on the icon if you have one available. In this case, you can see that a technician has been sent and opened. On this Jeep I hover over, you see the text message has not been opened yet. Note, you may see an icon for a text or an email when the customer is dropping off their vehicle, and if you see an icon for a text or email with no indication it's been opened, this is a great time to go over the shop communications by text and email with the customer to keep them informed. Verify the customer's phone and email are correct. Update the information as needed. To update the information, left-click on the customer name, left-click on communication settings, choose email or text, make the changes, left-click on submit, choose close. Now let's grab the tablet and get it set up. The SmartFlow app should already be loaded. Please verify it shows version 5.0.10 or higher. On the left side at the top, you will see a double gear that when tapped will open settings. Tap on the double gears. On the right side, look for audible alerts. Tap the drop-down box and select at least 10 seconds. Tap off to the side to close the selection box. Tap on Alert Sound. Select one from the list to hear a sample. Make sure when you're setting up your tablet, choose a different alert tone for each of your technician's tablets. On the left side, at the top, adjust the volume up. Scroll down the list until you see Assigned Technicians. Tap on the button and select only one technician. Tap off to the side to close the selection box. Scroll to the bottom and tap on the back button. Tap OK to verify that this is what you wanted to do. You will be returned to the active vehicle screen and ready to clock in. When you have completed the training for this section, you have a great foundation to attend the next training section. What to bring or have ready for the next session? You will need to have access to the following items for the hands-on training during the webinar. Your Today's Vehicle page open, your shop management system open and available, a tablet with your SmartFlow app open, logged into your shop and assigned to a technician of your choice. Make sure you have 2 monitors available, one to watch and the other to interact during training. Verify the Blue Steel Mini Cooper you have created onto Today's Vehicle page. If you do not see it, left-click on the black circle in the magnifying glass, enter the last name Steel, left-click on Search. If it does not show in the list, make sure it was created in the shop management system as a work order. If that's correct, please contact your product advisor as soon as possible so they can assist. Thanks for following along. All change worth doing requires a plan and a process, and the steps you have just taken are a very important part of the training plan and the implementation process. We look forward to seeing you in the next session.